Now, we all know technology and digital track and trace systems just aren't for everybody. Some just don't even own the technology that's required. That's why we provide you with the ability to add a member to Playwaze and to your sessions on their behalf. In doing this, you create a passive member with whom you can add to sessions and mark as attended without them even lifting a finger. If they'd like to activate their account later, it's easily achievable with just a couple of clicks. So in terms of doing this, all you need to do from your session screen is head to the plus minus participants button. Now you're presented with two options. You can add members to the group or add members to a particular session. Now by adding to the group, you're adding them to the pending list of all future sessions up and coming for club night. By adding to session, you're adding them to one session in particular, for example, Wednesday the 16th. So the most prudent thing to do here is add a member to the group. So they're added to the pending list of all upcoming sessions. So by clicking the add to group, you're presented with this screen. Now from here, you have the ability to add a brand new member, or a passive member as we've called it. So by clicking add, you're presented with this first option. You're adding a new user with their own email address who will activate the account you are creating for them. Now that activation isn't key. If that person is added and they don't activate their account, that's fine. They sit in your club on Playwaze as that person, and it means you can move them about and into sessions and conform with track and trace with that person without them even needing to lift a finger on the system. All we need is their name and their email address. Once you've input those two pieces of data, you simply just need to click save and finish. In doing that, that creates that person, as we've mentioned, a passive member in Playwaze. So we come back out and they will appear in the group. As I say, when a member is in the group, this simply means that they will be placed into pending for all upcoming sessions. Now, in terms of these lists, this is the real track and trace element of this system. So as you can see, we've got 5 categories: pending, going, reserved, can't go, and went. The ones you're interested in here are going and went. So in going, this is where the participants will show up that have signed up to a particular individual session. This going list will be capped at the number of places in which you have placed. For example, if you set a cap of 6, only 6 participants will be allowed to place themselves into going. Once that 6 is breached, they'll be placed into reserve. If one of these members in going simply says they can't go anymore and has changed their mind, this person in reserve will receive a notification to say a space is freed up. You can now make yourself available and say you are going to this session. Can't go is a list for those who are in the group. They often attend club night, so they were in pending, but have said, I'm not coming this week, so don't mark me. Now, when you arrive at your session, it's likely you're going to take a register. So all of those members in going who have said they are coming, you can mark as present and move into went, or you can simply leave them in going and they haven't attended. Or simply you can move them into can't go, whichever makes it easiest. So with those lists in place, this is you complying to British Fencing's COVID-19 guidelines.